So I've got Laura here, who is one of my one-to-one clients. And what I'm essentially doing is asking her a few questions just to I want her to share openly her experience of working with me and also the way she felt before started working with me. So the first thing that I'm going to ask you, Laura, is how did you feel before you even knew what coaching was, or before you even kind of knew I existed?
So I was really depressed and anxious before I met you, and I was taking kind of medication at the time. I had tried counselling and things like this in the past. I really wanted a way off medication because I was taking things that were interfering with my heart and stuff, just to get my heart rate down for like my anxiety, and I just really didn't like it. So I was already kind of taking steps into kind of self-help. I didn't know much about it, and I was kind of struggling, to be honest. I didn't really want to go out. I was on maternity leave at the time. I had not long had my first daughter, and I was kind of struggling to look after myself, to be honest, some days. And I didn't really have a way out. So I'd obviously connected with you through a post, and you had spoke to me a few times, and just through speaking to you, I had actually felt difference from the first conversation. It was just questions. It just seemed like questions, but there was something definitely lifting inside of me. There was like a weight lifting. I thought it was amazing. It never happened before. With counselling and stuff in the past, I just felt as if they were diving into my past, and it was really uncomfortable, and I felt heavy after it, and just really didn't work for me. So from the first conversation, I just felt that there was a relief there, and it was really helpful. So
Awesome.
I think that's everything.
Cool. Awesome. So did you kind of have any fears or anything before you actually started coaching with me?
I did. I was anxious to speak to anybody, to be honest. I was struggling to look people in the eye. As I say, I was scared to go outside. I was scared to even kind of see the postman look in my window. I always had my blinds down, so I was kind of avoiding contact with the world. So when you'd messaged me a few times, I'd actually kind of like went into shutdown mode. I really didn't want to speak to you, not anything to do with you, just through my anxiety.
Yeah.
So you'd kind of persisted with me, and I was really pleased that you did that. And we eventually got on a call, and it's just been rolling from there.
Okay. Awesome. So we kind of know where you were at before the calls started, before we started working with each other. How did
Yep.
you actually find the experience? Well, obviously you kind of still working with each other, but how did you find that experience from kind of where you were at to where you've got to recently?
It was really kind of quick in the beginning. I think there was a lot of results that we got together, just not the first few weeks. I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I knew that I wanted to have a business. I've always wanted my own business, so you kind of helped me realise that I wanted to help people. I wanted to coach people, and within the first few weeks, I had ads flying out my Facebook. I was speaking to people. I was reaching out to strangers and getting on calls, and it was just amazing. So today I'm so much more confident for doing that. It was really scary, and it still does scare me doing all this stuff. But if it wasn't for you kind of pushing me to push my comfort zones, I don't think I would be where I was today. And it's exactly what I needed, even though I was trying to avoid it at the time.
Awesome. Okay, cool. So if there was someone watching this right now and, you know, they were kind of interested in coaching, could you explain kind of how our coaching calls actually go? Like, could you kind of give it from a client insight? Because I'm a coach. It's really difficult for me to know and be on the other end of my own calls. Obviously, I have a coach myself as well, but it'd be cool if you could kind of explain to someone how it kind of works and the way it makes you feel.
So usually I would have something in mind, or I think in the past I've not even knew what's been bothering me, but it's just kind of like a conversation, and it's an easygoing conversation. It's just simple questions. It just seems like it's just speaking to a friend kind of thing. But it really kind of delves deep into the problem. It makes you a lot clearer on things. I think when you're maybe between decisions, you're not too sure what kind of action to take on something. It just makes it so much clearer in your head. So if you're kind of feeling stuck or lost, it's just, you know what to do next. When you come off the call, you're feeling motivated, inspired, and you know exactly what you're going to do when you come off the call. And you might not have that if you didn't have a coach.
Okay, awesome, cool. So in this sort of time that we actually coached together, I think it's been around about 6 months now. That's kind of just a complete random guess, but how far would you say that you've come in that 6 month time span from where you were beforehand? Like, what's changed about you in your life in general?
Everything's changed. I'm a lot healthier. I had stopped smoking. I had stopped drinking as much because I was kind of doing that just to block out some stuff in my life. But I don't need that anymore. I know what I'm passionate about now, and I'm doing a lot more things that make me happy. My young daughter's nearly 2 now, and we're doing a lot more things together. I'm a lot more calmer. I'm not as frustrated as I was because I was kind of wound up with all the anxiety all the time, so I was kind of snapping. I'm dealing with that a lot better. I kind of know what I want in my life now, and everything just seems a lot simpler. I'm confident, I'm happier. I used to not even be able to go out without makeup on, and it doesn't bother me now. I don't care what people think of me. I don't really care if people are judging me. It's like the thoughts aren't there. The thoughts, I was kind of stuck in my head all the time, and they're just gone now. So it's been a complete transformation for me, and I just can't believe it. It's in such a short span when I've dealt with this all my life. It's amazing, incredible.
Awesome. Cool. I love hearing that. Not my ego kind of likes it, but I also like to know that, you know, that progress and seeing the changes in you, and it has been awesome to see you grow over that time. What do you think, if you didn't hire a coach at that point, what do you think would have happened if you didn't take that step outside of your comfort zone and make a decision to do something different?
I would definitely be back at my work now, which I absolutely hated. I just thought that I kind of accepted that I had to be there, and there was a lot of stuff going on that didn't really align with me. So I would be back there. I would be hating life. I would be hating my job. I'd probably be even worse with depression and anxiety. I would have probably upped my medication by now. And with that comes side effects, and I'd probably be drinking more and smoking more and just being unhealthy. So I certainly wouldn't be coaching today. I wouldn't be speaking to people. Just I would be a different person, and not in a good way.
Okay, cool. So that's kind of where you would have been, but now you're in a
Yep.
position where you're influencing, you're helping people, you're
Yep.
designing your first course at the moment with your business. You're
That's right.
actually
Yep.
now reaching out and inviting people in to join your new program that you've designed based on all of the stuff that you've kind of overcome. So you would have been in this place where you would have just still been working, miserable, doing all of these things, but now it's kind of in 6 months, you've gone through that transformation yourself, and now you're helping others, right?
That's right. I'm helping others, kind of that was in the same situation as me. I just found coaching amazing. I'd never heard about it before I'd met yourself, so it was really inspiring, just to see that something so simple could help me so much. I always knew that I wanted to help people. It makes me happy, so I'm doing something that makes me happy now, while actually changing somebody's life, which is just like incredible for me. I'm so happy that I didn't go back to my old job, and I had the courage to give that up and just start something new. It's just been an incredible journey, and I love to meet new people now. It's something that I would have shied away from, but I do really like connecting with new people, and I've got all new friends now, and I've spoke to so many incredible people, and I enjoy hearing their stories and things like this. So I'm really happy where I am today. It's been brilliant.
Awesome. Cool. So if there was someone watching this that was considering some coaching from me, what would you say to them? What would you say to them if they were kind of on the fence or considering it?
I would say that you've got nothing to lose, so just go for it. Just have a chat and see where it goes. And you don't even really need to have something in mind, because when you start speaking to you, you can get clearer on that. There's things that you end up getting helped with that you didn't even know was a problem in the first place. Even if you're feeling a bit lost or confused about where to go next, Chris can help with that. I don't know why you wouldn't do it, to be honest. It's an incredible experience, and it can be applied to a lot of different things in life. So I would say just go for it. You've got nothing to lose, and the gains are more than the losses.
Cool. Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you very much for your insight. We'll leave this here for the guys to sort of watch as they come along. So, yeah, is there anything else you'd like to say, or is that it?
Just that you're obviously a great guy to work with as well. You're really down to earth and genuine. It's really easy to speak to yourself. I've actually connected with a lot of different coaches as well, and I really like your style. It's just really easy going, really easy to chat to, really easy to open up to. So I would say definitely, guys, just connect with Chris and get chatting. He's one of the best coaches out there. So cool. I think that's everything now.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Awesome. All right. Wicked. Thank you very much, Laura. And yeah, we'll call it a day there.